Hey guys, it's Ben Lynch and welcome to Final Form Fridays. Today we're going to be taking your training to the next level. So we're going to be doing toe taps and we're going to be doing Supermans. Okay, we're going to start off by doing walk-ins. Now this is great for promoting your hamstring, hip and lower back mobility. And it's not going to push you too hard too quickly either. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out in a sort of plank position. I want your feet firmly rooted to the floor and I want your hands to be flat. And as you walk yourself in, go up onto your fingertips and make sure that your legs are straight the whole time. Try and walk your fingers as close to your toes as possible. Get as close as you can, make sure you're breathing the whole time. Walk back out and then come back in and try and get even closer until you're at the point where you can pretty much fold in half. And then make sure that when you exit, you bend your knees and then stand up. Okay, now we're going to do full range of motion sit-ups. Now this is not about how many sit-ups you can do in a minute, it's not about explosion, it's about nice, slow, controlled contractions. So what I want you to do is lie flat on the floor, stretch your arms out as far as you can above your head, and then crunch and make sure you touch sort of next to your ankles. And on the way back down, I want you to feel every section of your spine touch the floor one at a time. So the next movement that I'm going to get you doing is called push to standing. And it's about explosive power in your chest, straight legs, and standing up onto your feet. So as you can see, I'm in the Aztec position. And what I want you to do is go as if you're going to do a burpee. But instead of having bent legs, like at the squat at the bottom, I want you to try and keep your legs as straight as possible throughout the whole thing. So I'm going to get you doing the 1 foot variation, which is essentially the Aztec push-up, except you're trying to bring your toe all the way to your hand on one leg. The other leg is completely outstretched the whole time. You can switch legs if you want, work out whichever one's better for you. As you build this explosive power, you'll notice that you probably want to try and do both feet. So initially, if you can, start with an Aztec, and each time you get closer, reach closer and closer towards your feet. The more that you build your mobility, your explosive power, and your core compression, the easier it'll be to keep your legs straight the whole time. And I want you to practice this because it makes it look a lot more professional and different to the Aztec. Okay, for the Supermans, we're going to be doing back raises, and this is because your lower back needs to explode to get yourself into the air and your legs up behind you. It's easy enough to get your arms up because we're quite used to doing that with clapping and moving them for the Aztec, but this is going to involve a full back contraction. Next, we're going to be doing Hindu push-ups. These are a great mobility exercise for your shoulders, for your chest, your core's getting a good stretch, and your lower back, and your hamstrings all at the same time. I'd recommend throwing this into your warm-up for every workout, to be honest. It's a perfect exercise. So you go up into a high plank, up onto your toes, straight legs the whole time, and what I want you to do is scoop your head between your hands and imagine that someone's got a pole and you've got a limbo with your whole body to make sure that it doesn't touch you. Next, we've got the hip raise. So you'll notice as you do the Aztec, you've got to have an explosive core motion, bringing your knees up to your chest. It's very similar in the Superman, except you're trying to keep your legs behind you, not drive them forward. So you've got to explode up at the hips as if you're doing a crunch, and then you throw your legs behind you, so like a quick lower back contraction to get the air. Next, we're going to do arm raises. So you explode in a push-up position, throw your arms up in front of you, and then back down again to catch you. A little bit like a clapping push-up, except you're raising your arms to the sky. Okay, so we're going to combine everything we've learned so far. So we're going to do an explosive push-up, contract the core, squeeze the back to make sure the legs come back up, and then land and catch yourself straight into the next rep. And let's do Supermans for days. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you do those mobility and core stability exercises that I've been putting at the start of the videos. It's really important to prevent injury and make sure you're strong in all the right places. And don't forget to stretch your wrists as well, because some of these movements are quite high impact and will be quite taxing. Tune into next week's episode because I'm going to get you spinning like Crash Bandicoot. We're going to be working on those 180s.